What is going on, guys? Politics Gaming here, and today I am going to be playing as Sudan on Power and Revolution. I do not know why I'm playing as Sudan, honestly. It's just more of a quick decision that I didn't think about at first. However, today I'm just going to go ahead and, first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and raise the industrial pollution tax. People aren't really going to care about that, but they're not really going to like it at the same time. That actually got me 0.3%. Of approval, so that's actually interesting that it actually went like that. Maybe we can provide some military support to the Yemenis rebels. Blah, 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 blah. 11 million sympathizers. Wow, that's a lot. So today, basically, we're just gonna try to get rid of this massive deficit that that little good old Sudan has. And we're going to change around their energy production. Go ahead and get rid of all... Wow, we only have 25 fossil fuel plants. We could literally get rid of that for only $14 million. However, we probably don't have $14 million, so that sucks. Anyway, we can get rid of all of them. Hell yeah! So literally, I actually wanted to live stream... because I actually saw that that huge YouTuber Gray Still Plays actually posted another Power and Revolution video, of him playing as Uganda. However, he's basically just sidetracking, watching a war between the United States and Canada. Gives Canada the most superior military in the world, and it is just awful what happens, what Canada does to the rest of the North American continent. Just literally, Canada goes in, takes the United States, takes Mexico, then it goes after Cuba and the Caribbeans, and man, it was just awful watching that. It was a really funny video, and I would actually recommend watching that. So what do we have? Number of followers 5,000, number of sympathizers 1.5 million, and they have a current budget of 22.1 million. That is the Sudanese Fighters for Democracy that are hidden in the Darfur region of Sudan. This was actually Darfur. If you actually don't know this, Darfur was actually a very heavy place of conflict back in the 90s and early 2000s, and it was the site of a lot of just about near genocide levels of instability. That's actually one of the something that I always think about whenever I think about Sudan. So very, very interesting country to play as. I actually have never played as any African country, so basically this would be a little bit of a new thing and a new start for me. I literally just watched that video. Yeah, I know. It's actually really funny because I didn't expect that he would actually make another video on it. And that's actually really cool that that Gray Still Plays is actually taking the time to actually play it again and give Power and Revolution the recognition that it so deserves for a lot of people. There's not a lot of big YouTubers. There's never been a big YouTuber except for it was like a French guy who made a series off of it for a little bit. But it's actually really cool to see people such as Gray Still Plays giving Power and Revolution some meme material, some way to actually show its features, honestly, and at the same time having fun with the game. So if Gray's probably not watching this, but thank you for giving it the name recognition. And at the same time, he is actually sending a lot of subscribers over to my channel. And I really thank those people who watched his video and then came over to my channel and then gave me their subscription. So thank you guys for doing that. Mr. President, the material situation of elderly people is very alarming. Our purchasing power barely allows us to survive. Many of us are living in a dangerous state of need, not to say pure and simple poverty. You must act head-on in order to guarantee a worthy and decent life for us. Well, maybe I don't care about old people. Maybe I just really, really just want you guys to die. In any case, I'm getting a lot of things that I actually... Wait, what? It was awesome. I was thinking that we've lost some by banning alcohol in our country. Oh, we have a prohibition on alcohol. As long as it's consumed in moderation, it could be promote tourism and give our country a modern image. Besides, I really like wine. Wow. A plan for youth?
Our country's youth needs places for exercise and stimulating activities.
There's more sports fields, recreation centers, multimedia libraries. If they are not careful, these young people will become in it. Blah, blah, blah. Is Israel sending weapons to supply terrorist groups in Sudan and PNR like real life? Who knows? Is Israel always causing a lot of trouble in the world in Power and Revolution? Yes, they are. Find out next in this next episode of Dragon Ball Z. So let's actually go over here. This is actually a new thing right here. This is a new funding thing in health and social security, battling female circumcision, which I actually don't know where the female circumcision is. Allow the consumption of alcohol. So I could actually allow the consumption of alcohol. Let's get. Oh yeah, you're telling me. Oh yeah, there's really two big things about this. One of them's telling me that there's a looming food crisis, and the other one wants me to build a hyperloop. Which one should I buy? Food or a hyperloop? Not causing trouble in PNR just though. Hell yeah. Might suffer a serious food crisis if we do not act quickly enough. Who should we import food from? Let's go ahead and... which, I mean, the food production is very weird. Let's go ahead and increase funding for food safety. What's our budget level? 15. Okay, so we have a couple $1 billion to play with. 69 million. Let's go ahead and accept that. I'd increased my deficit by just a little bit, but if it helps the food situation in the country, then we're okay. And we have a very, very high can't handle the nerosity. Alright, no food. We want Hyperloop. Oh my god. So what is going on? Interest rates. So let's go ahead and just come over here. We're going to go over to food. Basically, I think, wow. I really, really want to get my budget situation in order. So we don't have to deal with the parliament. So we're going to increase this to 2. It's going to provide us $6 billion if we don't get, like, our ass kicked out because of increasing that. Oh, thank God. Okay, so we can increase that and just create a cash cow off of industrial pollution. And then I'm also going to use that money to dismantle the last of the power producer facilities in the country. However, if we do that, I think I would be getting rid of a huge amount of my power production. But let's actually go ahead and increase the amount that we actually have. Let's go ahead and see what... Okay, let's try very good. I want to see how solar is actually acting. Can you turn Sudan into a fascist dictatorship? I don't know about that one, Chief. Which actually, I'm probably spending a lot of money on that. How much was that? That was $46 million. Here, onshore. So I guess the costs really depend on what country you're playing, because those costs actually were around like $200 million as the United States. What's going on, Nightmare Monster? Night Monster, welcome to the live stream. Wow, we have a really big jump of viewers watching this live stream. Everyone who's watching this channel, welcome to the live stream. Thank you for joining up. We are just playing as Sudan and on Power and Revolution. So yeah, if you guys are watching, please go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. And let's actually get my channel up to 2,000 subscribers. We are very, very close to getting up to 2,000. So if you guys really want to help me out, let's get to 2,000 subscribers. I've been on 1,000 subscribers long enough. Let's go ahead and get to 2,000. I only need 120 more subscribers. Possibly, if I can put a time scale on that, I really want to get to there by the end of the month. I most likely will not get there by the end of the month. However, I am really excited to hit 2,000 subscribers. So everyone, if you want to, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel, please, 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 and have fun watching my live stream. So let's go over here. And cannabis production, what are we doing here? Cocaine. Wait. Is that... Oh, that is cool. So these become illegal sectors. Huh. Okay, that is cool. Illegal sector. That is funny. I actually did not notice that whenever you do have a prohibition on things such as beer and wine and stuff like that, alcohol products, you actually create like just another bootleg era of things. So that is actually really interesting. I don't have the 2019 edition. Did Eversim rework the Army Chief in this edition? What are you talking about? Can you legalize LSD and cocaine? Legalize all drugs. I actually cannot. The only drug I can actually legalize is marijuana, unfortunately. It said on Steam this birthday, and you should turn Sudan into a communist state. Hell yeah. Big poverty with satisfactory level. What? We're not clean? Uh-oh, there's a riot.
Situation is...
Okay. There is a not clean. The excessive deforestation in our country is not conducive to the preservation of our planet. We are hardly blameless, and the international community has clearly identified us as an underachiever. Attacks on this practice might limit it right away to ensure the future of our children. What is your current regime? We are a military dictatorship. I am basically just using my power as a dictator to actually force a couple of laws that I really want to get passed before I really start to give rights back to the people. So we're going to go ahead and quell this riot real quick. What were the options for that? Propose fresh elections, appear on television. Let's go ahead and send in our boys. Energy industry is in trouble. Numbers are alarming, showing shortages that will prove fatal if we do not take matters into our own hands. We must reinforce, even divide our energy resources. So yeah, I need to start building up some energy, because we have a very sensitive energy situation going on in the country right now. Oh boy, we have armed militant. Let's go ahead and send in our guys to get him out. Uh-oh, we have another guy. Oh my god, our cop's gonna get shot. Oh no. 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 Oh no, he just got killed. Dude, get him out. Let's go ahead and see if we can use tear gas on this little piece of ass. Unless he's gonna gun down our cops. Yeah, let's get him. Let's get him. Get him. Go, 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 go. Arrest him. There you go. We killed him.
We have subdued the rebel movement.
Import-export balance. If I could actually import from other countries, you know what? Just as a short-term solution, let's actually go ahead and import from a country, because we can only do it by neighboring countries. And if any of these countries has at least a little bit, maybe Egypt can help us out. So let's actually go to Egypt real quick and see if we can actually buy. So who do we have? We have Saudi Arabia, South Sudan, Ethiopia, Egypt. So they have a 3 terawatt surplus. What about Saudi Arabia? They do not have a surplus. Ethiopia. Ethiopia has 1. So Libya, no. Central African Republic, they have no production. Chad, no. Egypt, let's go ahead and try to import 2.5 from them. And then $115. Hello. Would you support the feature to send troops to UN peacekeeping forces? Yes, that would actually be really cool. That would actually be a very, very fun feature to actually initiate peacekeeping forces in the game. However, I do not know how that would work. So he wants to sell us 3. 127. Just around our thing. If this doesn't work, the price gets really high, then I'm just gonna invite him in for a meeting. So let's go over here. No. 132. Housing is a national priority. Let's renew and subsidize. What's going on, Black Squad? Welcome to the live stream. 142, negotiate that. Country is at risk, according to the Chinese. Are you from the United States? Yes, I am. The famous tennis player has been taken hostage. So we have extra. Hang on. An overproduction of electricity is in itself a terrible waste, given the significant cost invested in the construction of these infrastructures. To capitalize on it by selling the electricity to other countries. So, he wants me to sell the electricity that I just purchased from Egypt. So I have a 2.5 terawatt surplus right now. My import-export balance is 2.4, so I don't know if that's how much electricity I'm actually importing. Hey, what's going on, John? Welcome to the live stream. Health response are terribly understaffed. Man, I did not get any of these. I was literally just having power outages like 10 minutes ago. Okay, so half a terawatt would go away if I got rid of all of my fossil fuel plants. So let's get rid of 10 or 5 fossil energy plants. About the 2018 version of the game. When I go to choose my country, says I play 2016 onwards. Help, please. That's pretty hard to explain. You would have to check to see if the 2019 or the 2018 edition is actually. I know that PoliticsGaming missed me in his giveaway stream. You did. You were not present in that live stream. Except I did have you down on it, Daisy. But you did not. Unfortunately, you did not win. Would you say the United States is the easiest country to play in GPS 4? I wouldn't say they're the easiest. I think they have a lot of money that you can actually play with, and they have more of like a gap with their GDP, with the size of their GDP. You can spend more and expand your deficit by percentage of GDP by more of a margin than any other country in the world. However, they are not the easiest, mostly because of that exact same financial situation. Because of the size of their GDP, it is also very hard to normally, realistically, get their GDP deficit down. So it is actually very difficult to actually try and do that. I like to play them. What is the best way to increase your GDP? Trade contracts, basically. Growing your economy, subsidizing economic sectors, and basically allowing more in that. I bought the 2019 edition, that's why I skipped. Wow, what if you won? That would have been a waste. Wow, what a hoe. What is the difference between Power and Revolution and Power and Revolution 2019? Power and Revolution 2019 does have a lot more features. We have illegal sectors that you can actually manage. You have a couple more economic sectors that you can actually manage, such as electric automobiles and utility vehicles. You have things such as women's rights that you have to deal with. You have the new women tab. You can battle female circumcision, policy on gender equality, sexual violence, stuff like that, specific criminalization of street harassment you can manage. You have more taxes you can play with, such as the carbon tax, the GAFA tax, highway toll tax, stuff like that. Lower VAT is a good thing, true, but I like to keep it high. Could have that just at a flat 8 or 10%. So let's go to energy. Geothermal. 0.8, well. So what if I built 60? 1.2 terawatts. Any military features, new ones? There's a defense mode that you actually can have. So if you want to have this area right here being blocked off by a defense mode, let's actually go ahead and put a cruiser in the middle of the street. You have an active defense. So anyone that comes within a certain range of that ship or anything, basically that allows them to just to basically defend your territorial waters. So I have a certain amount of defense that this guy can actually put up, so I don't have to manage it myself. Is it me, or do people riot more frequently in the new version? That is not just you. Is the 2018 edition included? Yes, it is.
The decree.
Okay, so our guaranteed income is coming from industrial pollution. So we're going to get that. Your economic record and debt combined with what appears to be inability to take steps necessary to restore market confidence are the reason for your low rating. So they lowered my debt rating? You bitch. Whoa, we have a lot of debt. Holy hell, we have a lot of debt. Okay, so I just need to go a couple of quarters without... Is that a... That's a ore carrier. Nope, there's a cruise ship. Just getting rid of the company cap tax helped the economy a bit. Basically lowering your company tax actually does help the economy. It stimulates growth and the sorts such as that. Otherwise, it does actually help a little bit. I don't know the extent of how much it can help, but it does help. Why do we have a wine and liquor tax if we don't allow the sale of wine and liquor? And how are we making money off of it if it's prohibited? That's funny. Like, they're illegal, and we're making money off of it. We're making $200,000 off of the wine tax alone. How about we just eliminate that? Because we don't even... I want to see the reaction to it, but we don't even have like anything to sell. Legalize alcohol, LOL. How can you increase your GDP per capita? GDP per capita is basically purchasing power. It is referred to as purchasing power. So if you want to increase your GDP per capita, you need to increase your purchasing power. You need to lower taxes. You need to basically get anything that gives the people more money in their pocket. Lower taxes, which means income tax, higher minimum wage. Wow, our economy is just weird. Stuff like that. Value added tax actually improves your purchasing power. Anything such as that. How can you lower inflation? Lower your growth. Perfection of fragrant fabric. Textiles are woven with perfumed fibers. So I think that would actually help in one of the sectors, in the textile sector. So let me actually check the textile sector. No? I guess not. What about cotton? No, that's in agriculture. Cotton. We actually have a surplus of cotton. Welcome to the live stream, Cool Fun. Because I want to play as the opposition, I don't want to wait for law proposals from the government. I actually do not know if the game will load faster with a cheat engine. Which, I mean, that's what God and Spy is for. I mean, the cheat engine isn't exactly... I don't even know if the cheat engine actually even works on this game. Which, I mean, I don't use cheat engines, so that's one thing. We don't have a production of apples. What the hell? Let's give them $30 million. Automatically get a surplus off of it. Oh yeah, let's check our religions tabs. See what kind of religions we got in the country. So 66% of the population is Sunni. 1.32% is Shia, or Shiite. Sunnis and Shiites. 2.8% is Orthodox, 2.9% is Protestant, and 2.9% is Catholic. And then the other 23% is atheist or other. What about sects? No, does not look like we actually have sects. We actually ban sects, so we ban sects. BS, no, because the game, at least for me, is so unstable to even last that long. Can you cut your subsidies when production goes into effect? Well, I would wait a little bit before you even cut your subsidies, because I think because starting up the sector, basically whenever you subsidize a sector, whenever you subsidize a certain sector, it gives a certain boost in production to that sector. So I would give it about a quarter or something like that. Maybe around a quarter, maybe 2 quarters at the most. And then if you really, really want to get rid of that money and get that money back from that sector, take it away from them after you've seen that they have developed more after those subsidies have been put into place. That's at least what I've noticed off of subsidies, is that they do, again, give a certain amount of boost to your production. But if you want to, if I give subsidies to cereals right now and then take it away right as like the next day or something like that, that's just going to get rid of all the production, extra production that the sector is actually getting from that extra money. And someone's asking about population stats. So we have 43 million people. That is up about 200,000. Population growth is at 1.55. Density is at 60 per square mile. Fertility rate is at 3.57%. Birth rate is at 27. So birth rate is actually 27 out of 1,000, every 1,000 people. Which is very, very high, actually. We actually have some of the highest in the world next to Uganda and Egypt. Human development is at 0.5. GDP per capita is 2,600. 44% of the population is under the poverty line. 32% of the country is urbanized. Who actually has the highest? Singapore, 95%. So let's actually go over back to the women tab. What is it? Contraception. We forbid contraception. So we should probably have a very, very low. Yeah, we have a very, very low contraception rate. Let's go. No. Let's go to family. Birth control policy, none. Legislation on homosexual rights, illegal. Establish family allowances. I don't think I'm ready to give out welfare yet. Child mortality rate is actually 50. So in response, let's actually, for one, get some maternity hospitals. Let's go ahead and get some maternity wards going on. That's going to be $244 million. Okay, let's lower that down to 163. That is okay. And then let's actually increase funding overall. Let's go ahead and just give them some extra manpower. Let's go ahead and give them some extra money as well. Coverage for maternity leave. For me, just one, LMAO. Oh my god. Let's see what we can do to fight. For one, let's go ahead and increase funding for the fight against AIDS. That's $15 million. Increase some funding for, okay, let's go ahead and give that extra money. For the fight against female circumcision. Reimburse visits for the doctor. Maternity, let's go ahead and give that some extra funding so we can promote our stuff. Reimburse for prescriptions. I think these are like the lowest because I think we should just be increasing funding for some of this. Increase funding for maternity leave if you want babies. Okay, so increase funding for maternity leave. That's $89 million we're throwing down the drain. Go ahead and do that. Report interception. Thanks to... So there's a... Okay, so we're really close to having a famine. The terrorist execute... Oh, wow. Undernourished population is dropping. Let's go ahead and give extra money over to assistance to food safety and organic farming. Definitely want to be using that money on our food situation to try and do it. Oh, wow. None.
If we yield today, we'll be opening the door to all the
That's the
terrorists
first time
on
I've ever actually seen like that be given to me. That's really fun. Because that used to happen all the time in Masters of the World. Anticipates attentions. That's a Sunni guy telling me that. Oh, I know exactly what I need to start up. I know exactly. $273 million for a space agency? You should dismantle the terror group. What is my inflation? 47, which is actually dropping. Okay, let's go over here. Let's go ahead and give agent training, fight against terrorism, some full funding. Give that. And then let's go ahead and infiltrate both of these organizations. South Sudan? Hell yeah. ICTs, war on unemployment.
Unemployment rate, you can't keep.
Yeah, whatever. I already know that. Alright, let's get the Sudanese music industry some money. So, $41 million cash surplus. What is our actual debt? We have $196 million of public debt. What is our energy sector looking like? Okay, so all of these are actually... Okay, so they're partially nationalized. Huh. What about oil production? How are we doing on oil production? Abolish your national service, makes a fair amount of money. However, I do not have national service, which I would have already done by now. So that's one thing. Is that I usually always do that. I really honestly do not like the idea of conscription. I think just if you want to join the military, unless there's an act of war, like a national threat against your nation, I usually do not like the idea of conscription, especially in the game. And conscription is very expensive. That's another reason why I don't like to do it. I have stars that I am not funding anything into. Not even renewal and maintenance. We're really backed up on that. come on. Medical training, let's give that some funding. Damn. 2% growth. Debt reimbursement is taking up 25%. A quarter of the national economy is going toward debt reimbursement. It's actually where most of our money is actually going. We're spending more on our debt than education, social security, and defense. We're only spending $946,000 on sports. How are the elections since you've made this for a while now? Try to lower your debt interest. Talking to debtors. True, I can actually do that. I actually didn't think of that. Ooh. Which, okay, France is a lost cause. United States, okay. I can lower my interest rates if I just don't spend a lot. I can lower my interest rates. Basically, there are two ways to actually lower interest rates in the game. You can meet with your debtors and try to at least get a little bit of leeway. Every cent counts, but at the same time, I'm not going to be able to lower these things, especially with countries such as the United States, the United Kingdom, France, stuff like that. It's a lost cause to try to negotiate with them. So if I just actually, you have that old woman in your voice. Okay. Basically, it's just not something that I can do. But at the same time, if I just pay off my debt and just don't spend a lot, then the interest rates actually go down. The more you pay off your debt, the more you incur debt, the higher your interest rates are going to go. But the more you pay off your debt, the lower they actually go. I've never played Germany, actually. I've only played Germany once whenever I had that 2-episode series on them. Other than that, I've never played them.
The preparation.
Our infiltrated agent was spotted and murdered.
Aww.
Terrorists.
Damn it. What's my energy production looking like? Well, I just fully funded Secret Service training. In any case, I'm actually going to go ahead and get to the end of the month. see what happens. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm actually going to go ahead and save this so I can actually play it another time, continue this as a series. If you guys actually would want to see me continue playing it, since I'm actually not dead yet, and I'm actually leading Sudan into a little bit more of a thing, we can actually continue this. So guys, if you guys like this, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Thank you guys so much for participating in this live stream. If you guys want to see more of this, again, subscribe to the channel. And if you guys really want to help out, please share my channel. Let's get my channel up to 2,000 subscribers. I know, like, I'm actually averaging about 20 viewers every live stream now, and it's actually really cool. So again, guys, thank you so much for participating in this live stream. Thank you guys for helping me get to where I am now. Please help me, everyone watching right now. Please help me get the 2,000 subscribers. We're so close. We only need less than 120 subscribers left to get to 2,000. If we can get to 2,000 by the end of the month, I will hold another giveaway, possibly for the 2019 edition, I believe. Which I don't know if I think it would actually be for the Steam, because I think the Steam one is actually discounted unless you have to buy it full price at like $49.99. But yeah, I think I will do another giveaway for the Power and Revolution 2019 edition. If we can get to 2,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching this. Take care, God bless, and I will see you guys in the next one.